Hey crafters! Happy summer! I am hitting the road for a couple of trips this summer. I'm not going too far, not going any place glamorous, but I am visiting family and friends and very excited to do that. It's a nice treat. That's really cool. Nice to be able to do that. Once again, I love planning, I love crafting, I love thrift shopping and all those things. So I have been doing a little bit of that for this trip. But one thing I was looking for was more shorts. And shorts, as many of you know, can be difficult to find, especially when you're looking for something specific. I'm really excited to see more of those like stretchy waist, kind of pull on, kind of roomy fit shorts out there more. And I have definitely bought a few pairs of these, but I had a denim remnant, a piece of denim that's been sitting in my fabric stash since last fall. And I knew that as soon as I bought it that it would be perfect for making the perfect pair of pull-on denim shorts for summer. So I had to make them. And I will talk you through the process. I'm actually using a pattern that I have used before, and I'm very excited about this because I know how the shorts will fit. The pairs that I've made before I love, and it'll be great to, first of all, get this fabric out of my craft stash, and second of all, hopefully it will give me a great pair of shorts that I can pack and take with me or wear at home. Hopefully they'll go with me wherever I need to go this summer. I'm gonna hit the road, but thanks to the magic of video, we're gonna go back in time a little bit and I'll talk you through this shorts making process, and then hopefully when I get to my destination and I get unpacked, I will bring out those shorts and show you what they look like. All right, let's get started. Okay guys, I'm using one of my favorite patterns for shorts. You might recognize these guys. They were my first shorts that I made last summer, and they're fun. They are super awesome, and they are from this pattern from Blank Slate Patterns, and these patterns are actually done by one of my favorite sewing YouTubers and bloggers. Her blog and YouTube channel are called Melly Sews, and she does a lot of stuff that's so helpful to all of us learner sewers out there. And so I was excited to try one of her patterns, and I've made this actually a couple of different times. I've made some pants, some just kind of stretchy waist, like beachy pants, and then I've made shorts a couple of times. I've done some for like PJ shorts. I've done some in like bright, fun, crazy patterns. And today I really want to make a super basic pair of denim shorts. I think I'm gonna go with the pockets. I probably won't even make the drawstring for the waist. I'm probably just gonna go for an elastic waist and make it super duper basic. I do love that this pattern company has tons of directions, and they give you info on like how to fix different fit issues if you need to adjust different things. I've made this a couple of times, so I have an idea of what size I like and what adjustments I need. If it's your first time trying this, I would totally suggest just try making it with some inexpensive, lightweight fabric that you're not super attached to, and just play around with the fit and see if you need to experiment a little bit with it. And then from there, you'll be able to you know, make a bunch of shorts and make different styles and stuff. So worth the time to just test it out a little bit first before you dive in. I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit because I know how to do it mostly, I think. Let's see if I don't get too confused. Okay, so our first step is we've got to sew our pockets. These are basically patch pockets. They're squares of fabric, you know, two squares of fabric sewn together. You turn them right sides out, and then you pin them to your shorts and you stitch them on. Button is an awesome added bonus. Totally doing that. Okay, next. Let's see. Okay, yep, they're showing us putting on the buttons. You could use a buttonhole. You do not have to. Okay, now I'm going to change the waist up just a little bit. I'm just simplifying things. I am going to roll over the top of the fabric and iron it down, and I will roll that again and iron it down. Instead of doing a double line of stitching to make a tube for the elastic waistband drawstring, I'm just going to sew once and put kind of medium width elastic in there, just making it super simple. And hey, then we actually get to sew some stuff. Oh yeah, did I skip the pockets? No, we got the pockets on there. Cool, we got the pockets. Then we got to sew the crotch and the butt seam, and then we do the leg seam. There's a name for that. I know there is. Sorry, I don't know what that is. And then we don't have to do this drawstring bit, so we'll basically be done. We'll just need to hem the shorts. So that's cool. Let's see what kind of fabric I'm using, and let's get started. Well, here are the pieces, you guys, and there are not that many of them. You can tell we've got our leg pieces and 4 pocket pieces down here. First of all, I love this fabric. I've been saving this kind of almost acid washed denim for a long time. It's not a very thick denim. It seems pretty lightweight, so I hope it'll be really nice in the hot weather, but I also hope it will hold up to lots of wear. You can tell that I've been making some little sketch lines to show where my pockets are going to need to go on each leg. Always good to mark that first. And then I've got my pocket pieces. I have some markings on these guys too that's going to show me where I fold over that cute little fold for the pockets. Speaking of pockets, let's check out that pattern. Pockets are our job. We're going to stack 2 pocket pieces right sides together, so almost around them. Leave a little gap. If we trim those corners, then we can turn the whole thing right side out, iron it, and then hey, we've got this patch pocket. We can fold over that cute little flap. We could put a little button on it. That could be cute. And then we just stick the whole pocket to the pant leg piece. It's a little patch that goes on the outside of the pant leg. Let's get to pocketing, and then we just got to make the waistband and... Oh, wait. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get to pocketing, and we'll go from there. Okay, we got those pockets on. Yes. All right, after I top stitched the pocket itself, I then pinned it to the leg of the shorts, and then I stitched it kind of just along the top stitching line as much as I could, stitching it down to the pant leg, and of course leaving a gap right here because this is the pocket. The pockets are probably the most time-consuming part of this whole project, and they are so cute. So let's see what comes next. Let's find our pattern here. All right, next we gotta sew the front and back, like the butt seams. Yeah, and then we gotta sew the inner leg seams. Of course, this is a picture like for pants. Our inner leg is gonna be a lot shorter. Then we've got to make casing for elastic. Super cool. I'm gonna roll under the top of the fabric and iron it down just to make a nice, neat little edge. And then I'm gonna fold more fabric down and iron it down to make a bigger, nice, neat little edge. Let me show you what I'm talking about with the actual fabric. Okay, here's the inside of the pant leg. So when I need to make the tube for the elastic, of course I'll have to do this when these are actually pants and not just a piece of fabric, but I'm gonna fold under a narrow little hem. They ask for about 1/4 of an inch. I'll iron that down. And then I gotta make a tube. This is a tube in here. The elastic is gonna go inside this tube. And I'm gonna iron again. I think the directions say to make this part about 1 1/8 wide. I might make it a little closer to 1 1/4. But once I pin and iron that tube all the way around the shorts, then I will stitch it down, leaving a little gap because I'm gonna wanna put elastic in here, in this tube. But of course, our first job is to actually make this into shorts and not just flat pieces of fabric. So let's get pinning and sewing. Good morning, you guys. It is the next day, and we've got some work done on these shorts. All right, we got our waistband tube stitched down. I have a little gap right here, and that is where we are going to be inserting elastic. My elastic is 3/4 of an inch. I think the directions suggest using 1/2 inch. I tend to like the slightly thicker elastic for this waistband, and I kind of get away with it by not adding that extra row of stitching. Remember how in the picture they had a row of stitching here and then a row of stitching like up here, which looks really nice. But if I don't add that extra row, I can use slightly thicker elastic. So that's just what I'm doing. I'm going to use my safety pin, and this is going to help me push the elastic through the hole, through the tube of the shorts, and get it going all the way around. Once I've got the elastic in there, I'll try to kind of cinch it to kind of the length I think I'm going to need for my waist, and then I'll try it on. I'll experiment, see, you know, how much I like. Sometimes I'll pin the elastic closed and try walking around in the shorts and moving around just to get the length that I want for the waist. And then once I got the length I like, sorry, I'm gonna take this off here. I'll take the ends of the elastic, you know, trim it down to the length I need, overlap those ends, and then do a couple rows of stitches to close it up. That will be hidden inside this tube, and then I can stitch this little gap closed, and we'll have a waistband. So let's grab our safety pin again. We're going to switch over to time lapse, And let's get to elasticizing. Okay, guys, we got the elastic in there. Sewed the hole closed. I think it's over here somewhere. Can't really see it anymore. We've definitely got our elastic waistband on here. Very comfy. I did want to just let you know as I'm kind of going along here that I've been kind of doing like a zigzag stitch over the raw edges of fabric, just around as I've been doing the other sewing. It's just an attempt to keep the denim from just fraying like crazy. So I don't have a serger, but if you want to kind of finish your edges in kind of a not perfect but still functional way, that's one idea. Wow, you guys, it's looking like some shorts. Yes! Okay, so we got elastic in the waistband and stitch the gap closed. That's awesome. I think my last step is to hem the shorts. And when I cut out my pattern piece, I can't remember if I told you this or not, I added a couple extra inches of fabric, just thinking, hey, a cuff might be really cute here on these denim shorts. And I'm really glad I did, because I think I had about 2 inches of extra. Honestly, I like cutting shorts longer anyway. Always better just leave yourself a little bit of extra fabric, because then if you want to do a cuff detail, you can, or you can always cut it off more later. You just don't want them too short if that's not what you're going for. I'm loving the cuff detail, though, with the pockets. Oh my gosh, they're giving these kind of a really retro vibe to me. So I think these are going to be comfy to wear, but also super cute. All right, well, I'm going to get to hemming, and I'll show you what these look like when I'm done.